Hello everyone, welcome back to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena, and today's session we will be taking our journey further on ZenChakras. Today's chakra is the throat chakra, located at the throat region and related to the thyroid gland, right? It also called as the Vishuddhi chakra. Let's get started with today's session, and we'll keep talking about the chakra as we proceed. So the first thing first, I'm again going to divide my tile into 4 sections. Find the center of the tile, yes, and then I'm going to add a circle, so as big as you want the chakra to be. So I'm going to draw a circle like this. I'm also drawing an outer reference circle for the size of the petal. So this chakra is going to have 16 petals, right? So we can use 8 points marked on this Markus and then divided into further halves to get somewhat symmetrical 16 petals. Yeah. So we have 2 in place. Now I'm going to draw a triangle inside. Yeah. So for drawing the triangle, what I'm going to do is draw some more lines. So I'm going to connect 6 and 3 like this. Yeah, starting from the center, connecting 6 and 3, passing through the center, and I'm also going to connect 5 and 2 like this. Right, so we have got 2 points here. Right, I'm going to connect these 2, and the measurement is exactly 2 inches. Yeah, and then I'm going to connect this here. Again, you can see the measurement is 2 inches. Yes, and I'm going to connect these 2. And again, you can check the measurement is 2 inches. Yeah, so we have a triangle in place. And now I'm going to add another circle inside. Yeah, so let's see if this measurement, this dot will serve that purpose. So this is the measurement. This is the measurement. Yes, so you can use the same center point and draw a circle inside. Right? I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is the basic outline of this chakra. So what I did is I drew a circle. Then I connected 5 and 2, and I connected 6 and 3. Drew lines to find 2 points on this circle, and the third point is already there since we have found out the center of the outer tile. Yes, and then I have found a triangle, drawn an inverted triangle just connecting these 3 points, and then taken this as the radius, just the center of this outer tile or the circle that we started with. Taking the same center and this radius, I have drawn another circle inside this triangle. Yeah, so that's the basic outline. Now we need 16 petals. So what I'm going to do is use 8 points. Yeah, so let's see what are those 8 points. So it will be, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right? So we have 1. Then I'm going to add 2. So connecting 0 with this 0 like this. Right? So this is 2. This is 1. So this is one section. Right? Then we have 3. Then again I'm going to connect these 2 zeros. So this is the 4th section. Then we have the 5th section. Then again I'm going to connect, these 2 zeros are already connected, 6th. Then we have 7, and then these are also connected. We have 8. Yeah. So there are too many lines here. Let's get rid of the unwanted lines now. So 1, 2, 3. We don't need this line. 4. We don't need this line. So this is 5. This is 6. This is 7. And this is 8. Right? So we used our markers to divide this tile, this circle, into 8 sections. Now, since we need 16 petals, we can just divide it roughly, or if you want to use your compass and bisect this angle, please go ahead. I'm just going to divide it roughly into further halves. Yeah. So taking each, I'm just going to roughly divide it into further halves. If you want to further bisect these angles, you can do that. Please go ahead. So I'm just marking a center point roughly and then going ahead and dividing these 8 sections into further sections. Yeah. So done with that exercise. Now let us start to ink. So I'm going to start with my boulder nib. So starting first with the inner circle. Right? Again, don't forget to double line. The Bij mantra here is hum. And the color for today's chakra would be blue. Here representing the ether. Then comes the triangle. So again, you have to double line it. So I'm just going to draw a little behind here. And then again the outer circle. So you can easily use your markers. Till now, I think for most of the chakras, we have used our markers. Only one chakra we have used our compass or protractor. Yes. So again, going to add one more aura. And you know why by now, because we want our chakra to stand out even after we add color. Yes. And then the outer chakra, the outer circle is not to be inked. This is just for reference. So let's get started with the petal shape. So let's now start drawing our petals. So I hope you understood. I used the markers to mark 8 points. Drew lines to divide this outer circle into 8 sections, and then by estimate, just an approximate center of those 8 sections, made it 16 parts, and then drawing the petals. Yeah. Now a good idea would be to double line them, since we will be adding the color blue inside. So this chakra controls the lymphatic system, the lungs. Right? the upper lungs, digestive system, bronchial, vocal system, hands. Yeah, these are the systems that are controlled by this chakra. And if you have issues with these, this is the chakra to be invoked, to be given attention to, getting rid of the unwanted lines now, since they are not required anymore. Yeah, the last thing is to write the Bij mantra, that is hum. Yeah, so I'm just going to ink it. Yeah, that's about it. So we are done with drawing our chakra. Let's now move on to tangling first. Yeah. So now I'm going to just add some tangles, flowing tangles. So started with a grid, something like this. And I'm going to alternate two tangles. Right? So started with this zigzag grid, and you can add some lines inside like this throughout. The tangle is called sea waves. Yes, again going to just add lines starting from one side like this. Yeah. Then I'm going to alternate two tangles as I mentioned. Then I'm going to add a tangle called finery. You can also add some more of this. Yeah. Probably smaller ones. Just going with the spaces I have. And then we go and add a tangle called finery, which is just dividing this part using these curvy lines, going up a little as I draw like this, giving a slight curve to the line as I draw up, and then these V kind of shapes. So finery is a Zentangle original, a very simple tangle to draw, looks nice, has a nice feel. Just adding some dots like this. Yeah, again I'm going to draw finery on this side also. So dividing this part into three sections, and then again started with those lines. Take your time, no hurry. Again, draw these sharp. You can draw any kind of a shape there. You can also draw rectangular shape. And then dots. Yeah. Like this. Again, I'm going to draw the tangled sea waves. Yeah. You can choose any tangle that you feel like. No hard and fast rules there. Go with your go-to tangles. You can also relate the tangle with the element that it represents. Yeah. So going to now again fill these sections with lines, fine lines. If you want to switch nib, you can. If you want finer lines, but to some extent you can vary the width of the line by varying the pen pressure also. So I'm not pressing it too hard, so I'm getting thinner lines. Yeah. Take your time. Slowly do that exercise. Again, a purely aura based tangle. You just need to draw close lines, thin lines. Yeah. Again, going on to our finery. So I'm going to continue like this, draw at my own pace. So I am now on the last section. So just going to draw those beautiful wavy tangle, which is sea waves. And the rest of the section that I have. Yeah. So let's fill up this space with some fine lines. Take your time. Draw at your own pace. Don't bother too much about how the grid is. All is well as far as Zentangle is concerned. The symmetry ends as you complete drawing the chakra. The rest of the tile is yours. It's freehand drawing. No pencil work there. Draw the way you wish to. Right? So that's the tangle sea wave. So as far as this chakra, the throat chakra is concerned, it will control or it will affect your communication skills, your ability to self-express, your creativity, your rotatory skills. Yeah. So I think we are done with tangling. Today, let's just add one small embellishment inside these petals. If you want, you can add some fine lines radiating from this. Yeah. So let's now first color our chakra. Still adding blue to my chakra. So you'll have to be a little careful in selecting your blue because the next two chakras will be indigo and violet. So don't mix up colors there. Yeah. So take your time, slowly do that exercise. I'm not too good with brushes, you know already. So just trying to learn by doing. So give me a little time and I get back. So I'm still coloring, spaces are small, so you need to be a little more careful if you are using the brush. So I am now coloring the petals. Take your time, go slow. Yeah. So let us now start to shade our tile. So as far as finery is concerned, you generally add shading at the ends, at the two edges. And leave a highlight in the center. Yeah. So that's generally the way to shade your finery, although you can shade it differently also. Yeah, so it pops up again at the edges on both sides of this line, the dividing line. So make sure you leave a center white. I'm just going to do that for all. Take your time. So as far as the sea waves are concerned, you just have to add little graphite at the two ends. They are already dark because of the lines merging there, but you can always highlight that space. like this. Yeah. So both the ends, which are already dark, but just a little more graphite to re-emphasize. And then blend. Yeah. So I'm going to do that for all. So done with the shading. I'm also adding some bit of highlights there. Use your chalk pencil to highlight the center part of the waves a little, like this. Yeah, they will look like folds. Take your time, slowly do that exercise for all. Some bits of highlights there. Yeah, and the last one there. Use a different blender to blend. I'm just running my hands through. Yeah. So now if you want to embellish little more, you can use your jelly roll, add dots, add anything else. For example, we can highlight these black spaces with dots. Small little embellishments. Dots or puffs come handy. Yeah, you can also add dots around this triangle. So I'm using my jelly roll 10. Highlight the triangle. Must redo the black lines of the chakra after painting. I've already done that. Yeah, so a little more highlight there and we are done. So the outer lines can also be redone. I think I have not done that. It will add to the look of the tile. Right, and we are done. That's about it, right? So I'm going to close my tile here, put in my chop. You must sign and date the tile. Today is 2nd of June. Yeah. Yeah. So I shall see you again with another chakra. That will be the brow chakra or the third eye. And you have a good time. Bye-bye.